This is Blade Method Mindset, episode 31, with Cory Allen and me, Chris Trainer. Hello, Cory.
Hello, Chris.
All right, we got an awesome episode coming up today, and we're super excited about it, but first off, we want to catch up on some current events, like you're traveling across the country.
Traveling across the country, yep. Next, Julia just finished her first year of CRNA school. So she is now about to embark on her clinical rotations. So her first one is in Tampa. So we're going to leave next Friday and start driving out to Tampa. So I'll drive her out there. So she has her car out there and then I'll fly back. So moving her stuff, not all of her stuff, but packing some bags for her, driving her out there. We're going to make a little trip out of it though. So we can kind of spend some time together before she starts her first rotation. So we'll drive through Las Cruces, then we're going to go into Waco, Texas, go through New Orleans, and then end up in Tampa a couple days later. So going to make like a 6-day trip out of it.
What's in between New Orleans and Tampa?
I have no idea what is in between there. Anything? Do you know?
Well, there's 3 states, I believe.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know the states.
Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi.
Georgia, Mississippi. There you go. Maybe we'll look up some cool sites to see.
There's not a lot.
I was going to say
probably those states.
Probably not much.
Yeah, but the reason we brought that up is because this episode is about fitness and travel.
Yeah,
and so,
buddy.
We'll be incorporating all the stuff that we talk about today into that. So
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Let's dive on in.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, when traveling on vacation, the biggest saboteur of your fitness is going to be a surplus of calories. Oftentimes sugar and even alcohol. And then the second thing that will be the biggest sabotage of your fitness and your hard-earned gains is a lack of working out consistently. The combination and influx of excess calories and then the lack in action to burn those calories can wreak havoc on your body and all the hard work that you put into your fitness. So today, we're going to discuss the best ways to mitigate the damage of travel by giving you all the tools you need to overcome the inevitabilities of the vacation lifestyle. And, travel is awesome, but there's a big reason we have this episode is because we're going into that summer vacation time with families going on weeks at a time out of town and families that hold fitness in a high priority in their life. And the best way to go about doing that is what we're going to cover today. And this doesn't extend just to family vacations. These rules can apply whether you're going on like a 3 or 4 day business trip, a road trip, flying somewhere. And we did our best to cover all aspects of that. But mainly, I think that the people in our community and in the fitness community that we relate to are probably going on vacation with their family,
right,
and kids, and going places that they're going to indulge in certain things. So we're just going to jump right into it. We've got 5 tips for you that we know that if you follow these, you'll have success when you come back to get on your fitness program. So the first thing that I think is super important that people adhere to, and if there's any time to incorporate intermittent fasting into your life, traveling is definitely the time to do it. The time to start would be in the morning when you leave for the airport or get in the car. You're not eating anything. So if you're traveling by plane, it's much easier because getting on the road trip, you want the road trip snacks and everything to tie you over. So this is a little bit easier if you're traveling on a plane. But however, the benefits of not ingesting calories until you have arrived at your destination will pay huge dividends. So from the moment you wake up in the morning, you get to the airport, you get the kids through the airport, you get on the plane to go to where you're going, 0 calories.
Yeah.
And we found out that it can be super healthy and benefit your body in many ways by giving your digestive system a rest, giving your blood glucose a chance to baseline, and all sorts of things that you get the benefits from fasting. But mainly the reason we're looking at it here is more of like a time-restricted eating window rather than the health benefits, unless you were going to do the intermittent fasting after the trip.
Longer than your trip, yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be much easier if you fly Allegiant, because they charge for everything. So you can't even get the snacks. So
I've never flown Allegiant.
No? Yeah.
No.
So Allegiant peanuts cost like $4. So I'm fasting for that for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not buying peanuts for $4.
I don't think I've taken a snack on an airplane, accepted it, the pretzels and the stuff in several years.
Yeah, a long time.
I just give them the no, I'm good, and move on. But yeah, so guys, I don't want you. So the number one thing is to fast, incorporate intermittent fasting, and we'll talk about that as we go on through these 5. But the main thing is that we're starting out our vacation from the moment we wake up in the morning to leave on our vacation in a caloric deficit, so that when you arrive at your destination, wherever you're going, you're not starting with a ton of calories in your system already and then going out and having this nice lavish dinner, having the kids, getting the ice cream, having the cocktails, all those things that start happening on vacation.
Right.
You're going out to dinner and you're breaking your fast maybe on some maybe fruit and protein when you get there and then going out to dinner. So it's just not like this ravishing of
all day long meals. Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, we talked about that being on the airplane, a little bit easier than going on a road trip. Obviously, if you're driving several hours someplace, having a snack or whatever is just something people do to occupy their minds and time. I would still play the same rules of you're waking up in the morning, you're hydrating, taking in a ton of water, you're getting in the car, and you're making several hours and legs of that trip
without
eating before you start. You wait till you need it.
Right.
Like, okay, we've made 2 stops. I'm bored out of my mind. Let's get a snack.
Like I have to eat at this point.
Yeah. And we'll eat, and then you can finish out the rest of your trip. But still having that several hours without ingesting calories.
Yeah, maybe setting that coffee not the second you wake up and just planning for that coffee to be, an hour or 2 into your trip. That way, that can kind of keep your mind busy too as you're going through that.
Yeah. If it's black coffee, it won't hurt your fast.
Right.
It'll even help it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if you're getting a tri-chip mocha latte frappe, then tri-tip. So if you're having steak in your coffee, that's definitely going to break your fast. Yeah. So.
Just get black coffee.
Just get black coffee, and then for your first coffee, and then if you need a fancy coffee later, later in the day after several hours of not eating, then that could play benefits. So that's the first one. We're going to incorporate fasting throughout this. The second and really most important, but it's second here because we want to start out on a fast, is workout. Without fail, no matter how you feel in the morning or what you have planned for that day, workout first thing in the morning is an absolute must-do to survive your vacation. The feeling and energy that you will get from the workout is benefit enough, but the caloric deficit and metabolic effect that you will achieve for the day is a crucial step in saving your fitness, especially for when you're coming back to get on your regimen. So, and it's a good example for your kids, and it's a good bonding experience. It doesn't cost anything, and it's something that you can do as a family without having to spend any big bucks.
Yeah, we're not saying that you have to find a CrossFit affiliate and drop in every day of every trip you take. Like, we're going to definitely get into the fact that you can do workouts without doing that.
Especially if you're with your kids, and they don't CrossFit and having to get to a gym. Like, I think that stopping in, and it's something that Claire and I like to do, her more than me now, over the years, but especially years ago, early on, and I've traveled to so many different CrossFit gyms across the country and world even, that, now it's like, okay, I'm going to just do my own workout. Yeah. I've experienced it enough. But if you've never experienced another gym, it's great to do a drop-in at other places, and maybe that can be something you do one day, is drop into another CrossFit box. That's awesome. Expand on your community, see what other people are doing out there. And that is important. So we're not saying you can't do that, but at the same time, you don't need
reason
to
miss a workout.
Exactly. Yeah. And it can often be challenging to get, especially if with your whole family there.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're talking about using the hotel gym, and if not, we're using the hotel room. I always work out in my hotel room. I do it all the time when I'm traveling.
Yeah.
Even if my hotel has a gym and I'm short on time, say I'm at a weightlifting meet and got to be down for weigh-ins or something and just don't have a lot of time, boom, I'm hitting a little 15-minute AMRAP of air squats, burpees, and sit-ups in my hotel room.
Yeah.
And I'm going to break a sweat, tax my skeletal musculature, break down some tissue, get that metabolic burn, and I'm good to go for the day. So, and obviously I'm doing that fasted.
Right.
You're definitely working out at the hotel or in your hotel room without ingesting any calories first. There's tons of research to show that working out in a fasted state is going to help mobilize certain fatty tissues that are hidden in the muscle and things that we normally wouldn't burn if our body is burning on a lot of rapid glucose. So you're going to work out fasted and then try, if you can, to do it without any caffeine. And we'll get into that. Why? Just because saving the caffeine for after the workout will not only help your body regulate cortisol, like cortisol is that stress hormone that comes out and doesn't really regulate till about an hour after we wake up. And adding caffeine to cortisol is two stressors on the body. So first thing in the morning, waiting about an hour to have any caffeine. But also getting your coffee after your workout will help you prolong eating. So you go down to the hotel room, you hit your little 20-minute burner with the fam or the wife or whoever you're with, and then you go and get coffee. And that's your first activity. And the kids can get juice or whatever. Kids don't need to fast. But you can get your coffee and then maybe go back to the hotel room or sit at the coffee shop, have that nice family time together that would normally be breakfast maybe,
right,
but you're just having your coffee. And then you go back, shower, and then get ready for the day.
Right.
So that's what we're talking about.
Sets it out a little longer from indulging in that big breakfast right away.
Exactly, because what happens is, even if you get that workout in, the next thing you know, everyone wants to go have that vacation breakfast, which maybe if you're going on a 6-day vacation, you can do once or twice. Of course, you're going to work out in the morning, but every day you don't have to have a 2,000 calorie breakfast, which is what happens when you go and you have, the pancake, omelet, bacon, juice, mimosa. Your breakfast is 2,000 calories and it's an insulin bomb, and then you really just feel like crap for the remainder of the morning, and you get tired in the afternoon, and you really can't enjoy your vacation. Whereas the fasting and skipping that breakfast will really help not only save some cash, because eating for a family of 5 at the hotel is $100 a pop, every day. So not only will it help you save some cash, but it's going to give you way more energy
throughout the day. You don't need that midday first vacation day nap.
Yeah, exactly. So when we talk about these workouts, guys, we're talking about a 15 to 20 minute high intensity workout that needs minimal equipment and can be done in the hotel or the VRBO or whatever you're staying at, or your hotel room, even if that needs to happen. And Blade Method has a whole program of travel workouts, 25 plus travel workouts on our webpage, that you guys are a click away from, they're ones with hotel room workouts, so you need dumbbells, basically dumbbells or kettlebells. There's ones that require a jump rope, so traveling with your jump rope is a good thing to do. And then there's ones that require zero equipment and are all body weight. Yeah. And so, if you need a source, that's your main source that you should go to. You could always text one of your coaches. And whether you're with Blade Method or not, and you're listening to this and you're not a part of our community, you should be able to text or email one of your coaches at your box, and they should be able to provide that for you. And if they don't do that for you, they should. Yeah, exactly. And maybe you should bring that up to them and say, hey, I'd really appreciate it if you could give me some travel workouts. People message me all the time. I can come up with a workout with what they have here in about 5 minutes. So, we're always available. Text me, text Corey, text Claire, text Tara, any one of our coaches, and we'll be able to get you a workout, no problem.
Yep. Yeah, I saw Norm was just traveling. I think I saw him post. I think that's just the most recent one I saw. He posted on his page that he was doing the bodyweight hotel room workout. He was in
St. Louis.
St. Louis, yeah.
Yeah. And so to even simplify that further, guys, like a little program lesson for it, it's take any 3 bodyweight movements. So push-ups, sit-ups, squats. Shoot a rep scheme between 10 and 20 reps per movement. So 10 push-ups, 15 sit-ups, 20 squats. Or you could do all the same reps of each movement. And you're looking for somewhere around 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. So AMRAP of those 3, 15 reps per movement in 15 minutes. And it's, how to do the movements. You've been coached on how to do the movements already. You can execute them with proper form. And the whole family can do it. Yeah. Burpees and sit-ups, burpees and air squats, push-ups and squats, V-ups the grasshoppers. There's so many different bodyweight movements that you can do and combo them together. Pace out a 100-meter sprint or 50 meters out, 50 meters back in the park. Or in the parking lot of your hotel.
Up the stairs, down the stairs.
Yeah.
Air squats, up the stairs, down the stairs.
Go on the treadmill. There's treadmill workouts on our travel workout program. So, again, it's not complicated, and we have resources for you to be able to do that. So sticking to your workout, it's not going to be the same as you going into the box and lifting weights and doing the stuff that we normally do, but it's going to maintain a base level of fitness so that when you come back, you don't feel as bad about yourself and you save your vacation and burn up the calories from the night before.
Because everyone comes back from the week off and they know how they feel. Like the first words they say, I feel like I lost everything. I can't get moving. I can't. Well, that's because you didn't do anything for 7 days. Like, no matter how fit you are, if you don't do anything for a week at all, you're going to feel like crap when you come back.
Exactly.
Like, if I didn't do anything for 7 days and I came back for a workout, I would feel like death. Like, you feel like your body can't get moving. Like, that's just the way that it is for everybody. So maintain that, do a hotel gym workout, and you won't have to deal with that feeling when you come back that everyone hates so much.
I've said I'm never going on vacation again 1,000 times. Even though I've worked out and done it, but it's just not the same. And you get back and you don't feel the same level of fitness that you felt before. Imagine if you didn't do any of the things that we're giving tips to right now. It's compounded.
Oh yeah, I remember when you guys went to Italy and you came back and you were like, this has been the worst. It's like, I feel like crap.
Yeah.
Bread and everything's more there, like all the bread.
Yeah. And, and we worked out every day.
Yeah.
But again, we work out a lot. Yeah. So, all right. Now, this one is something that takes a little bit of work, but is super important. Pack your supplements and your food. One of the biggest mistakes that people can make while they travel is to get off of their supplement routine. Not only will your body miss these nutrients that it has gotten accustomed to taking and living on, but your brain will miss the routine as well. When you travel with your fish oil, your joint formulas, your protein powders, your multivitamins, greens, etc., whatever you use, you help trick your brain and body into thinking that you are still living the same lifestyle that you do at home. So, if I am giving my body all this good stuff and then I go a week without giving it that good stuff, it's going to be feeling like crap. It's going to recognize it. It's going to start processing certain nutrients, trying to use different things in your body. It's going to throw off your equilibrium. Okay, so staying on your supplement game will carry over into your lifestyle or your mindset effects. If you're staying on your sup game, you'll be more inclined to treat your body better, basically. Like the mindset of that, hey, I'm taking my fish oil, I'm taking my multivitamin. Why would I go and have
ice cream right now?
Ice cream at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It's just you're not that you don't want to go on vacation and have fun. That's not what this episode is about. Cory and I, with the best of them, will go out and have fun on our vacation. Like, I want people to understand that. It's the little things, the little things that we can switch here and there, like taking your supplements or your protein shake in the morning to stave off having the 2,000-calorie breakfast, or, doing something that you radically wouldn't do normally in your life just because you're on vacation.
Eat ice cream all day long, or go to every single stop, get chocolate everywhere you go. Yeah. Exactly. Save it for dessert when the last one meal of the day, with the fam, have the dessert and then start over the next day.
Yeah. So that mindset is super important. And then, like, if you're in Hawaii and you want to get snow ice, people kept talking about that. I was like, what is that? What are you doing? And they're like, oh, it's, like a snow cone. I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
Sugar
like,
water.
Oh, yeah, sugar. You're drinking sugar at 9 a.m. Yeah. And so, not that if I go to Hawaii, I'm not going to have one, but, it's going to be a treat and one-time thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so we talked about working out in the morning, having that coffee maybe instead of breakfast, and then getting back to the hotel room, showering, getting ready. A great way to break your fast, just so you feel good, is to have it with like a little bit of fruit and protein. So just if you can pack your protein with you and breaking your fast on a protein shake so that you're not starving when you go somewhere, and you can even go out a little bit longer without having a massive amount of calories.
Right.
So maybe you just have, a piece of fruit and a protein shake before you leave, and then you guys can go do a full family activity and then go have a meal later on. So staving off that huge calorie intake until later in the afternoon.
Not feeling like you have to just destroy everything in the restaurant because you're so hungry and you haven't eaten all day.
Exactly. And, down in a protein shake will fill you up.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially if you just take it down real quick. So save your treats for the afternoon and evening when the day's activities are done. Basically, so that you'll actually enjoy them. You won't feel tired and groggy and feel like taking a nap all day. You can have energy for your kids, for your wife, your husband, whatever it is that you're doing. Super important. Pack your supplements and your food. So not only do you save money, but you're going to treat your body better. It's going to have mindset carryover effects.
All right. Sir.
Number 4.
Whenever
at all possible. Whenever. Yep.
Oh, boy.
Yes, ma'am.
Han and Leia.
Oh, my gosh, this morning. All right, the name of the workout was Han and Leia.
Yeah.
It's Star Wars.
Which everyone you would think, no. Claire goes, all right, guys, today we got Han and Leia.
I think she said Leah.
Leah, yeah, Han and Leia. And then she goes, Han and Leia.
I was across the gym. I was like, Han,
Claire, babe, what are you doing?
Yeah. Super offensive.
That's okay.
All right, so whenever possible, guys, no matter what activities you're doing, walking from activity to activity will provide a multitude of benefits. Yeah. So walk whenever possible. Extra caloric burn, saving on transportation are the obvious ones, but walking will allow you to do something that you don't do in your normal everyday lives, which is enjoy the outdoors and talk to the people that you love. Walking outside is one of the most therapeutic things that a human being can do, and if you have time to do it, you should. Carry a backpack for healthy snacks, to pack your water in, so you don't have to buy stuff, like unwanted sugar and stuff that you don't know what's in, and just empty calories. Great thing to do. So if you're going to San Diego for your summer vacation, walk to wherever you're going and kind of plan it out. Know you can do it, and you're going to get extra exercise, and you're going to get to spend a little bit more time instead of just being in this constant rat race from place to place to place. If you're going to Europe, super easy. Everybody walks everywhere anyway. So, only in America do we get in an Uber to go 3 minutes away for wherever we're going. Most likely, obviously, if you have to travel 20 minutes and several miles to go somewhere.
Yeah, we're not telling you to walk through a sketchy neighborhood. You don't know where you're at.
Yeah.
But if you have, if you're a mile from the beach, take the mile walk down to the beach and hang out.
Yeah. And carry the stuff that you're going to do.
Yeah. And people don't walk, and people shouldn't walk and look at their phones, right? You can sit in an Uber and pull out your phone, and, it may only be a 10-minute ride, but that's 10 minutes you spent staring at your phone instead of hanging out with your loved ones. If you're walking somewhere, chances are you're not going to be just laser focused on your phone. You're going to be walking, being present with your family, sharing the experience together.
Exactly. And walking is just, if I make it a point to walk almost every day. Obviously I'm walking my dogs, but I love walking through my neighborhood, looking at, especially this time of year, looking at the desert blooms, just looking at the sky, taking in the sunshine, reflecting on my morning, thinking about the rest of my day, coming up with ideas. It's a great time. So not only on vacation, guys, but walking outside is super therapeutic. It's good for you. It helps you get in the sun. It's something that you should be doing in your daily lives, but maybe don't get to do it just because of your work schedule and family schedule. That's fine. We understand that. But guess what? On vacation, you have this opportunity, so you should take that opportunity with your family and your wife or whatever.
Or when you come to the gym and the cool down is programmed, walk around the building with your friends. That's something you should do. Take advantage of that walk around the building.
I know people just glance over that and don't really take it, but like the walk around outside after your workout, when those, when all those hormones are pumping out of you and you're, just having that runner's high and that workout high, walking around at the end of your workout is super. It's awesome. It's my favorite thing to do, is go on a little after walk with your friends and talk about the workout and everything else. So
yeah, I like that. I think that a lot of people wouldn't. I don't think that's a big one people would think about so much, is that walk one. I like that one a lot.
Yeah. And, I was in Milwaukee over December for the American Open weightlifting for Joe. And I was so adamant about walking to where we go. It was like -30 wind chill. December in Milwaukee, and all I took was like my little weightlifting jacket.
Yeah, I remember Joe's
mom bought me a hat. Yeah, but I wanted, it was like, no, I'm not taking an Uber 6 blocks.
Yeah,
I want to see the downtown. I've never been to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
It's deathly cold out here. It's been 78 degrees in Phoenix, and it's 2 degrees with -30 wind chill. I'm walking.
Yeah.
And I got to walk with Joe and Lisa, 2 of our lifters in Wisconsin, and talk to them, and they mainly just made fun of me the whole time. But we got to laugh and do that, which we wouldn't have been able to do had we been in an Uber.
Yeah. I mean, I remember, like, when we went to regionals last year, like, that walk through the park, like, into getting food and stuff, that whole area, like, that was that's the best part of that little experience, was just going through back and forth, getting to kind of just deload after everything and walk downtown Salt Lake, which was actually really cool.
Well, we were going to work out, and we'd walk there.
Yeah,
and it was
there.
over a mile. I mean, it was far, and we'd walk there then, not just because it was just a hassle getting an Uber, and we have the time, so we're gonna go do super, super hard workouts, and we have all this gear, but we're still gonna walk.
Yeah, until we got our not taxi. Our what does Vodka not want to be called?
Vodka's the Blade Method Uber driver.
She's not a cab. No, cab driver is not okay. I think I said
East Coast, so like.
Yeah, I think I said cab or taxi. One of the two, I said them, and she was highly offended. She goes, "I am not a cab driver." I said, "Okay." She said, "I'm a transportation specialist."
Yeah.
You are right. I didn't know that was offensive, but apparently, if you're from that side of the country, that is offensive. So.
Well, that was in Salt Lake City, and it was 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Dark out, and had to get to the venue.
Yeah.
Other than that,
we walked.
I think we walked home
every
afterwards.
time for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, she said, "Do not call me that." I said, "Oh, my bad, my bad."
You saw in Milwaukee how I ran to the lake.
Yeah.
With no clothes on.
You were gonna get in.
I was gonna get in, but I did it because they were making fun of me so much, and I said, "Hey, if I wanted to, I could take my shirt off right now and be just fine. I'd have to get in the mindset to do it and do a little breathing, but I'd be just fine." And they were like, "There's no way you'd be able to do that." And so the next morning I went outside in my short shorts and no shirt. I put on gloves because I'd put on gloves. and I ran down to Lake Michigan early in the morning, and it was really cold. And people saw me running, and they freaked out. But I got to the lake to take selfies. I did it, yep. And by the time I got done taking the pictures and got my glove back on, my hands were completely numb. Oh. Yeah. And I ran really, really fast back to the hotel. It was a couple miles.
Well, what was it when you were going to swim you swam out to the island and back with your brother and sister-in-law in Colorado, right?
Yeah.
The water was way colder than you would expect it to be.
I think we were a couple minutes from dying.
Yeah, like way colder than you thought it was going to be.
So my brother and my sister-in-law and I went to my mom's husband, my stepdad, Jim. His family has a cabin in Rocky Mountain National Park, which it's been in the family through generations. They built it in the 50s, so it was kind of handed down, and it's one of 3 cabins in national parks in the country, so it's super rare. And I went up there a couple of days early. My brother and sister-in-law met me out there, and we went on a hike a couple of days into the trip up a mountain, and it was about 11,500 feet, and we hiked up to a glacier lake, and so there's this massive glacier coming off the mountain and this beautiful, pristine lake that people walk around when they hike up there. And it was a pretty tough hike getting up there. But I knew I wanted to swim across the lake because I always want to get in a body of water wherever I go. And so I asked the ranger before my brother got there, is there any lakes I can swim in on the mountains? And she was like, "No one swims in the lakes. No, but if you do, come tell me about it. I'd love to hear about it." And so I was like, okay, and she's pointed to a couple up on the mountain that I could find and go to. So we get up there, and my brother's wife, Angie, swam at Yale. She's a really good swimmer. Yeah. And, she's fairly tall. She's I think she's a little bit taller than me, so she's a swimmer. Yeah. And so she's like, "I'll do it." And she had a tough time getting up because of the elevation. They'd only been there a day and a half, and it was high, 11,500 feet. That's high. Yeah. And so, we get in our skivvies and we swim out there and we get to the island and it's cold.
Yeah.
And we're swimming back and it was like, okay, we got to get out of here.
Oh.
And so we get out and I'm like purple and she's purple and our whole bodies are numb and we walked all the way down the mountain before I got feeling in my hands and feet again.
Ugh.
And so I like Googled like to be in that water temperature, what it was like. And it was like, we were in it for like 12 minutes and it was like 15 minutes hypothermia will start setting in. It was like, okay. Yeah.
How far was it, you think?
The swim?
Yeah.
Oh, not far. Like probably 200 out, 200 back, 200 meters out, 200 meters back. Yeah.
Ugh, no thanks. That's cold.
Which far, but it was pretty shallow. So like at certain points you could touch.
Yeah.
Not that we were standing around, but yeah. So,
cold water.
Yeah. Walk.
Anyway, walk. Yeah. With that being said, walk places. We're not telling them to jump into freezing cold water, but you should walk places.
Yeah. And then one that's super hard for people to do, but you should definitely do it. Number 5 is sleep. We talked about how sleep is the key to longevity. I mean, it's you can't dispute that. But we often don't get enough of it in our daily lives. And so when the opportunity for more of it presents itself, you should take it. Don't get bogged down with the idea that you have so much to do in so little time. Not the rat race of everyday life, like you're on vacation. So if you're on a business trip, use the excuse that you don't have to deal with your kids. Like you don't have your everyday tasks to do. Maybe you can go to bed a little bit earlier and get a little bit more sleep. But if you're on family vacation, maybe skip out on the nighttime movie, go to bed a little bit earlier, skip out maybe on the first activity of the day, something so you can start that workout a little bit later. And you just get more R&R. When you wake up, chug water, go work out, have a coffee, like little cafe experience with your family, and then back to the room, change, start your day, have a protein shake, and pack up your stuff and walk to where you're going.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like a rundown of how the day should go. And obviously we know that not all days of the vacation are going to go like this. Sometimes it's inevitable that you have these activities that you want to do, but not every day. The days that you can, we want to follow this regimen because sleeping is going to help you burn the calories that you ingested, help you recover from whatever it is in your daily life. It's just going to make you feel better. And you have the opportunity on vacation. That's why you're doing it, is to get rest and relaxation. So take advantage of it and sleep. And that's not in some people's DNA, but it will pay huge dividends if you can make it happen.
Yeah, maybe try to go to sleep a little bit earlier. Don't flick on the TV and get caught watching movies at the hotel room.
Which is fun. The kids are asleep. Maybe it's time that you only have. But don't watch the movie and then say, okay, it's midnight. We watched the movie, but we got to be up at 6 a.m. We're going to skip the workout and go and do this, and then it's like, then you don't work out. Then you eat way too much food. And then and then just this cycle of
snowball effect,
this detrimental situation of the toxic vacation.
Yeah, the toxic vacation.
Yeah, I mean, you want to come back from vacation being rested,
feeling great, ready
rejuvenated, and like you didn't miss out on much because you're eating less because you're fasting a little bit and you're working out. And you packed your supplements, so you stayed on your supplement game. Mm-hmm. You walked to wherever you went. You got that relaxation with your family, that rejuvenation. You slept a little bit more. Or you could skip the workout, wake up too early, not get enough sleep, skip your workout, take 2,000 calories in at breakfast, feel like crap the rest of the day, get an Uber, rat race the whole time, and then stay up too late because you feel like you finally need to relax from your day and start that for 6 days in a row. That's when you get back from vacation and you say, like I need a vacation.
Yeah, exactly.
A vacation from my vacation.
Yeah. You feel like crap. The workouts feel even worse when you come back, so you feel worse about it.
Exactly. And there's people that will go on vacation and not go back to the gym because of how poorly they treated themselves, and they just feel bad, and maybe they're embarrassed or they don't want to feel the way they think they're going to feel in the workouts, and that's the absolute worst. Like we never want to have that happen.
No.
But we want you to come back to the gym feeling 75% of what you were when you left.
We'll take that. 75% is a good win. Good. That means you had a good vacation. You had fun with your family. You had fun with your wife and kids, husband, whatever it may be. Come back and you don't feel like you've literally lost everything that you've worked for so however long. Come back, you're like, oh man, I'm definitely feeling a little slower, but I'm good. I'm ready to rock. I'm going to get back into it. Yeah. That's fine. That's what we want from this.
Exactly. So those are the 5. So we'll recap them one more time. I think I just did recap them, but just so people can maybe write it down.
It was incognito, though. No one knew that it was a recap. It was just a perfect day of eating.
Yeah, so of eating?
Of vacationing.
Of
vacationing, yeah.
Yeah, so guys, this is something that I know Tara's going to do for throughout the summer. The summer theme of kind of our social media is getting some vacation and healthy tips out there and how to do that. And so, this is something we're going to hopefully continue to motivate and do throughout the summer. So this won't be the only time you get to hear it, but maybe re-listen to this episode in the car when you get on your road trip to keep it fresh, or just jot down some notes. And again, there's a lot of information on how to fast out there, but basically, guys, we're just not eating. Yeah. It's kind of time-restricted eating. And so maybe you're not used to fasting, you've never done it before, that's okay. Set a time that you're going to start eating and you're going to stop eating. Hard window. I'm going to start eating at noon and I'm done at 8 p.m. on the vacation. That's it. And then it doesn't turn into room service at 11:30 at night. You've made the commitment. 8 p.m. It's done. Boom.
Send me up some of them cookies.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't want that. Fasting.
Yeah, Corey's referring to I was visiting my brother in the East Coast one time, and I told the person we were in New York, and I told the person at the front desk to send me up cookies to the hotel room, and they did. So
send me up some of them cookies.
So
number 1, fast.
Dang it, Corey.
I had to there. It was like perfect. Yeah. You said late room service, and it just dinged in my mind.
Yeah, that was
That's one of my favorite
30th
stories.
Birthday party. Yeah. So workout without fail. Workout in the morning, and if you miss a day, don't use that as an excuse that your trip's ruined. Just get after it the next day. Yeah. You'll feel better. You'll come back better. So that's number 2. Number 3, pack your supplements. Pack some extra food. Your protein. Some bars that you're used to eating, kombucha, whatever it is that you feel like you have, your apple cider vinegar, huh?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
You on that train yet?
Nope, not yet.
Claire just got me a brand new big old bottle.
I saw that.
Man, I like it now.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's just at first, no good.
Yeah, and then you just
get shock. You can take too much, upset stomach.
Real shock.
And then after you just get through that, you start craving it, and it's like, man, this is good stuff. I feel what it's doing for me. And there's tons of studies out there, guys. Apple cider vinegar eats up belly fat. So, boom, if you're a fat kid like me, you need that belly fat. Yeah, especially if you're getting cookies.
Right.
At 11 o'clock at night. Pack your supplements and food.
Especially that too, guys, just so you don't have to make the gas station purchases of stuff that you know is crap because you're starving and you need it and you're on that long road trip. Yeah. Having something in your bag that you know is good for you, take your protein shake in, something like that, so that you don't have to go in there. And yeah, the apple that looks like it's probably been sitting there for 6 days looks good, but so does a Snicker bar. So what do you go for? Yeah. So have it so you don't have to worry about it.
Fruit from gas stations in the middle of New Mexico.
Probably not even real fruit.
No, I mean, yeah. So, pack your stuff.
Yeah.
And then we talked about it in depth. Try to walk wherever you can. A great thing that we like to do, like we're going to the games again for the 9th year in a row, I believe this year will be 8th maybe. Claire and I, hopefully we're taking the baby and a baby Bjorn.
Strap the baby up.
What's that called?
Baby, yeah. I don't know. We gotta get you one of like the manly ones.
Yeah,
the little vest ones.
511 tactical.
Yeah, Joe's got one that it's got like the full deal and it like slides out for a little case thing.
It looks like you can put magazines in there, but you actually put like
diapers and like bottles and stuff.
I do need one of those. Baby, do we have a baby Bjorn? Is she here? Huh?
Yes, you do. Yeah. Like a manly one or just a one for you?
Ooh,
there you go.
No flowers?
It's not tactical?
No flowers. All right. I can deal.
You can deal with that.
Like a ninja. So what was I going with that? Oh, yeah, we're going to the CrossFit Games in towns like Madison, Wisconsin have bikes. Mm-hmm. So Claire and I we'll bike wherever we go. We did that last year, and every single place we went, we got on the bike. We logged tons of miles. How many miles we logged? Okay. Claire's checked out of the podcast. How many miles did we log on the bike?
Oh gosh,
Lots.
Yes. We'll come up with
a
more exact figure after this year.
Oh gosh, lots.
Put the baby in the basket, be ready to rock.
There you go.
And then last thing is use your R&R like it's supposed to be and get as much sleep as you possibly can.
Yeah.
Because it's important. And if you're on a business trip, you have no responsibilities besides your business trip. Try to get some more sleep. If you're out on family vacation, get some more sleep. If you're just you and your wife, you're just going to sleep all the time and do the things. Do the things
and get to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I really wanted to get this episode out, and hopefully we got some, like we've been saying, the baby's coming anytime now.
This maybe by the next podcast.
Maybe we'll have to podcast from the hospital.
Yeah, I'm just going to show up with everything.
Yeah.
Claire, you don't mind, right? We'll just live stream the podcast.
Live stream the podcast during the...
Yeah. Hi, this is Blade Method Mindset. We're having a baby.
Yeah. Do you know that there's an option to have a mirror?
That's weird.
In the room?
I think that's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know if... I obviously know nothing about how that all happens, but... I feel like I wouldn't want to see all of that.
Yeah. There was
0%.
What'd she say?
She said, don't talk about that.
So we went on the hospital tour, and they said, and we can provide a mirror in case you want to watch or your husband may want to watch. And I don't want to offend anyone that may want to watch. That might be in there. I said, no mirror.
Yeah.
I'm going to be up here by you, supporting you.
Yeah, I'm going to be up here rubbing shoulders.
And we'll see her as soon as she comes above the blanket. Yeah, I'll be good.
No mirror. Thank you, though.
Yeah.
We'll pass on the mirror, please. Oh, man. Yeah, well, we'll see. If the next podcast gets postponed a day or two, then you know it's because it's baby time. Yep. So we're on watch.
You can find us on SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube. And if you have any questions or episode ideas that you'd like to hear about, email
Cory@CrossFitBlade.com.
And we'll hear from you. See you guys next time. Appreciate you listening.
See you guys later.